Hi everybody, this is Kelly, also on Twitter as Kellyann1977, and today is the day after my birthday, October 28th, at about 6:30. I went to bed about 11:30 last night, and I've been up since 4:30 this morning. Would love to be able to sleep like a normal person, but yeah. So, as you can see, I have tons of grays. They're there. I wouldn't mind if they were in the back, but they're like around the head. So, for those of you who don't know, I am 42 years old now. My husband is 54. And, now I tried to throw a little party yesterday because a week ago on the 20th was my husband's birthday and he was very sick. And he still has a cough. It's been about 11 days now. And yesterday I just did not feel good. Saturday I woke up at 5. I had about 4 hours of sleep. My husband woke up at 6. We couldn't fall back to sleep. So about 9 he started his schoolwork. So that he could take Sunday completely off. And our kids, I wanted them to come at 4. But my daughter-in-law said she had to work. So we switched it to like 12. And then they came over, dropped off the cake at 11:30. Had to go get their son, which is my grandson. Supposed to be an hour away, and then they didn't get over here until like 5 o'clock. So, yeah, and we had a really bad storm. We had it out here where I live at overnight, but where they went to, it was just passing through. So everything was just like all over the place. My family member was supposed to come over Saturday at 3, never did. She said she can't find her phone. I don't know. We went out, we bought extra lunch meat and bread. And this is from the deli. You know how expensive lunch meat is. And we spent an extra probably $20. We probably only spent 15. But I told him to get extra bread because I know my son-in-law, my brother-in-law can eat like 3 sandwiches. So I figured, my husband have 2, I have 1, my sister has 1, he probably had 3. Let's get some extra bread, extra lunch meat, extra cheese. So that never happened. I don't know what happened with that. So my mother was 20 minutes late. A text would have been nice because now I'm waiting for everybody all day. I got up at 9 o'clock yesterday. I could have easily went back to bed for like another 3 hours. I was very fatigued and I could have slept yesterday. And, I have chronic fatigue syndrome and I have insomnia. So if I feel I can go back to sleep, that's what I want to do. And that's what's good for me, healthy for me. But I forced myself to stay up. I took a 45-minute shower. I did some odds and ends. I had to finish cooking. So I was going to make pulled pork with homemade tomato sauce. Then I realized, after the pork defrosted, it's on the bone. And you can't do that. You can't really double cook it unless you know you're not going to have any. And I didn't know if I was not going to have any or going to have any. So, but I do have proof that I was absolutely planning on making homemade sauce. So I'm going to make it today. And we have some frozen Italian-styled meatballs. So we'll just do that. And we have a pound of pasta, so I'll make that today. So my husband got me a Victoria's Secret sports kind of bra because I have a hard time with bras. So I went on Wish and I ordered a bra. And it was $8.50. And I don't usually spend that much money on Wish. And I got a 44 double D. And it doesn't fit properly around me. So that's like a waste of $8.50. Because there's no way I can wear it. It hurts. And then I went like a month ago off an advertisement on Facebook for these special bras that my doctor said I needed that will lift you properly but help with people who have bone disease and back problems, and it's supposed to like help you stand straight and stuff. So it was a great deal. Buy one for $25, get two for free. Why not? They're $25 a piece, shipping and handling. And they sent me a small. I'm not an A or a B cup, and they're trying to say that it was my fault. I ordered the wrong size, and I argued with them, and I said, well, how could I order a small when you don't even advertise a small? I actually took a screenshot of it, and the small size they advertise is a medium. But they told me, nope, we're not gonna give you a refund. We don't want you to send it back. There's nothing wrong with it. It was your fault. So now I got these 3 bras I can't use. So it's very aggravating. I spend a lot of money trying to find things that will fit me properly. So my husband bought from Victoria's Secrets, and it's supposed to do everything this other one's supposed to do. But he ordered a 40, and they sent him a 38 double D, and I don't know if it's going to fit. And it's $50. I would never spend $50 on something like that. I'm sorry. I think the most I've ever spent on like Crusher Hot is like $28. And I tried it on before I bought it, but again, I washed it and then it like shrunk or something. So maybe I should go up a couple sizes, because I always have a hard time. I don't know, ladies, if you do or whatever, but we don't have a Victoria's Secrets out here. We have to drive 4 hours away to it, and no, not doing it. For those of you who don't know, I have bone disease, and that would be way too much for me. And I can't drive, so my husband will have to do all the driving. So, other than like Saturday, waking up early and thinking my sister was coming, and I waited all day, and then at 4 o'clock I was like, well, I guess she's not coming. And then, my brother-in-law bailed out, but he let me know ahead of time. And then the kids were late. And I really got frustrated with that, because there was no need for you to have your son sleep out where it's an hour away, when you knew 10 days prior I was trying to do this. Last year I didn't get to see them because they moved out of state. Now they're back, and it's just like, we don't do that to you. Even if I'm not feeling good, like my grandson's first birthday, I forced myself to go. I did not feel good. It was not even a place to sit down. I had to stand up for an hour, and I was like, nah, I gotta go. I got bone disease. I can't be standing like this. But, it was very unorganized too. And, they said they would be back by 2. So I made sure by 2, everything was cooked. Other than the pork, because I did that the night before. So it's very frustrating and a little annoying. And we can't change the weather, but it doesn't take 5 hours to drive 1 hour. That didn't make any sense to me or my husband, but, it is what it is. And then, again, my mother was 20 minutes late, and then, it's 7:20, the kids are leaving, and she's still just sitting there, and it took 30 minutes to get her out the door. And, I love my mom and everything, but she always overstays her welcome. She fell asleep twice. Why come over if you're tired and you're gonna fall asleep? There's 3 people talking and she's sleeping. And we don't have cable, so we can't turn on TV for you. She has her own place. She's had it for 2 years. I'm very proud of her for being able to achieve this goal. She never lived on her own before. She's 62 years old. That's wonderful. She doesn't have TV, so she likes to go over her friend's house that lives right across the street from her, but she doesn't leave. She eats dinner there. She's watching TV. She's charging her cell phone. She's taking showers. You can't do that. If you have your own place, go to it. So, yeah. And what's really sucks is that last year we spent about $700. We went 4-hour drive away to get a room. It was still in the state of Vermont, and it's a place I never went to before. So it was a historical hotel. We got a booking.com, and we got a really great deal for it. Yeah, this is like a place that's like $350 a night. And we said we had a dog, and then we get there, and we pay for everything, and she's giving us our key card, and my husband says, well, do you have the elevator, or do I have to go up the stairs with my dog? And she's like, what do you mean dog? Like, we have a dog. My wife said that when she booked it. I check marked I had a dog. I wrote in the special comment section that I had a dog, and I wanted to know if there was a pet fee because it wasn't listed. I left my cell phone number and my Gmail and never heard back. Okay, so we're thinking everything's fine. I even called, and I wanted to make sure the room was still going to be there, because we had that happen where we went and two people had, me and somebody else had the same room, and they had to figure out who was going to get it. So I did say, I have a dog on the phone. Nobody ever said anything. Okay. So we go there, and in the historical part, no dogs are allowed. So they have us go across the street, and it's not the same thing I paid for. And we didn't get any kind of discount, partial refund. It's not our fault. So that really pissed me off. And unfortunately, it wasn't feeling good, as I wasn't feeling good this year as well. And it rained 26th, 27th, 28th. Like, it didn't stop. It just rained. It was dark. It was, I picked this hotel because it had walking paths and bird watching, and, we could get out in the fresh air, and we couldn't do any of that. And then, I don't know what was going on. The restaurant we ate at, I ended up getting sick that night. So I spent like 30 minutes in the bathroom. The restaurant didn't have anything I could really eat. I had a bowl of soup and french fries, because I don't eat seafood, and everything was seafood. Not everybody eats seafood. So it was crazy. And it just felt like, I tried to do something different. Last year, people actually got upset that I didn't spend my birthday with them, and I wanted to do something with my husband. And then I tried to do something with them, and it just didn't work out very well. And the kids finally got here, and they ate, and I watch what I say in front of my mother when I'm talking to other people, so I really couldn't talk to my daughter-in-law very much, because every single time I tried to, my mom all of a sudden woke up. And, she spread rumors and change things and hear what she wants to hear. So I really try not to talk in front of her. So it wasn't as enjoyable as I would have liked it. And then not feeling good on top of it. And then having my sister come over, and it was 9 o'clock at night, saying that she lost her phone but had my niece with her. My niece has a phone, and she has my number. And I was still a little confused. I have a almost 16-year-old son. And he didn't call me either. So, nothing worked out the way I wanted it to. But it never does. It's just like a Goff Mokwin kind of trait, unfortunately. Nothing ever works out the way you hope it will. And then, so I woke up at 4:30, and I said, well, I'm up. And my husband got me a headset for my Switch. Because the last headset I had, which my husband paid like $40 for, and it only worked for 3 months, and it broke. Well, that headset wouldn't fit my Switch, so I automatically assumed the new headset he got me wouldn't fit as well. So he got me the Zelda headset that goes with my Zelda game I got a year ago, and it's probably like a $50 headset, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Only the right side works. So now he's going to have to go bring it back, and they're going to tell him we won't give you your money back. You have to do an even exchange, and I don't want an even exchange because this is a brand new headset, and that means if that one's broken, they all are, and I'm not doing that. So now I have to get on the phone with GameStop, and this is not the first time. This is getting ridiculous. This is a brand new Nintendo Switch headset. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if I order pizza, it's not made right. It never matters, but this is what I go through. This is my luck. So he doesn't even know. Then he went and he got me Link's Awakening, but I already have it because I got it. I digitally downloaded it when it first came out, like the day it came out. So he has to return that because I already have it. It's not opened or anything, but now this headset's not working. And I actually took my new headset that I've only had about 8 months, and I put it into my Nintendo Switch to see if it would work, and it works fine. Both sides work great. So I'm just like, I don't even need it. But it doesn't work. So, you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. But my new pajama pants. Oh, it's hard to see, but it's The Walking Dead. AMC official from their website. It goes with my Walking Dead hoodie. It goes with that. It matches, even though these are pajama pants. So, at least that. These pajama pants are good, so. But it's just like, it doesn't matter. And this is why I get frustrated, and my family gets frustrated on the Milkwood and the Golf side, because no matter what you try to do, it just, like, it never works out. And then I did sleep with my makeup on, so I took off everything else. But this is the Betty Boop mascara from the Glum bag. Yeah, don't buy Betty Boop products. I'm gonna tell you, it's a $20 mascara, and I was just like, I had to use my other brush because it was all clumpy, and I was like, well, seriously? Really? But yeah, I just didn't feel good, and you know, I had a fever, and then I had to take some of this. So it was just like, you know, one of those days. Second year in a row I didn't feel good on my birthday. So strange. So I did get Don't Knock Twice on the Switch. I was hoping to play it at 4:30 since, you know, I was up at 4:30. And it's now 6:55 and it's still dark outside. So crazy. But, you know, it is what it is. And yeah, I didn't even eat dinner until like 10 o'clock. I didn't eat all day. I woke up feeling like I was going to get sick. I did get sick, but it was later on in the evening. So I was just trying to make sure I had fluids in me. It was just like, I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to do anything. I forced myself. Because I didn't want to cancel, because everybody, oh, you always cancel. Well, how about when people don't show? Don't call, don't text. But, yeah, this is like a happy birthday vlog where I complain. If you watch this, I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful week. As I said, it's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. And we will talk again.